this place to that place, what you wear, what to do, when you do what. Tonight, we want to do how this Hajj will affect on us. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us a system. We cannot separate the Hajj from Ramadan, from Maulid al-Nabi, from the Isra al-Mi'raj. It's all system of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you this system as a system. Especially if we are in the 21st century, we analyze everything. We look at our career, our job, we take everything, analyze it, and let's see what's the benefit of it. Why don't we do this in Islam, in our deen? So we're gonna go and see how this system, complete system. Like a little over a month ago, this place was full of Musallin of Ramadan. This Ramadan is part of this system, and we cannot forget Ramadan. System work on the inside, because we human, they can put rules and regulation for people, do's and don'ts, and people can follow. Other people cannot follow. Our people have difficulty to follow the system. But the system of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala work on you inside as well as the outside, as the relationship with others. So when we talk about Hajj or Ramadan, we need to go deep and see how this Ramadan and Hajj work on our inside, that we will be able to follow the system from outside and our relationship with others and have a quality lifestyle. So Ramadan basically work on the inside, work on your nafs, the inner self. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, the fasting, لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. You might gain taqwa. And the taqwa, we know this taqwa located in your nafs. وَنَفْسٍ وَمَا سَوَّاهَا فَأَلْهَمَهَا فُجُورَهَا وَتَقْوَاهَا قَدْ أَفْلَحَ مَنْ زَكَّاهَا وَقَدْ خَابَ مَنْ دَسَّاهَا. So your nafs, the person's nafs, is like your hard drive. You program your hard drive, whatever program you install it in your hard drive. So we Muslim, we install the Quran, the system of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the rules of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in our nafs, in our inner self. Because this is, the nafs is the one who encourage you to do things. So criminals, they are adjusted on fujuraha. It's easy for them to go and kill, to oppress, to cheat, to do bad things. But when you adjust it on the taqwa of Allah, you do good things, and you act good, and you build. So Ramadan work on the nafs, and we know it clearly, and we know the taqwa will help you to build. Very sensitive. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give this system as a nafs. How about the Hajj? We're focusing on Hajj because in 1 month, about a month, we're going to have this occasion of the Hajj. And Hajj also work on your inside, work on your heart. How does work on your heart? In our normal life, we see our house, we fall in love with this house. We see a better house, oh, we like this house better than that. We drive a car, we love the car, and we love this car better. You know, when we see our children, we want to see them growing. We want to see our position, we fall in love with all these materials. So our life full of materials. You love this, you love that. And this material goes straight to your heart. And we know the heart gets affected by everything in your life. If you're sad, it goes straight to your heart. If you're happy, it goes straight to your heart. If you're upset, straight to your heart. If you see something good, so everything is affected on the heart. And you know this heart never stops. If the heart stops, that's the end of the person. So the heart never take a break. This heart. So our heart, when connected with materials in our life, without even noticing, what we do in our life, we work hard to achieve this, upgrade our lifestyle. We don't even enjoy what we have. We always look for better positions, better things in our life. We don't enjoy. So the heart is full of wrong love. That's why today's people have heart attack, high blood pressure, problems in the heart. This is fact. How can we strengthen our heart? How we can make our heart strong and intact, not broken? Many people see that they have a broken heart. So this is Hajj come for you to teach your heart, to repair what the betrayal, what the society did to you. How? Here's the Hajj. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have a list of some people this year for Hajj. We must Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala list us next year inshallah Hajj. So those people that go to Hajj, their heart is connected with all the materials. Now you go to Hajj, with your feet, your knee, house, your toys, money, check account, your knee, ATM, your knee. All this, you leave it alone, and you go for one connection only, with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And you raise your voice. You say, لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك. Oh Allah, we are here. Oh Allah, we are here responding to your call. Oh Allah, you have no partners. Physically, you live. Everything you are, you connect with your heart. Tell Allah, you have no partners. You go here and you forget about all those materials. You think about one thing. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who gave you all this, is the one who created you. Those who people physically, they go and do the Hajj. The rest of Muslims, they also raise their voice. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allah the greatest, Allah the greatest. There is no one to be worshipped except Allah. This is an annual revolution against all materials that belong in our life. This is a revolution, Muslim revolution based on the voice that is only one God, who we worship and has no partners. See this? We enjoy it. That's how we need to feel. That's how we need to tell the whole world. We Muslims, about one day, you see God only one. And you go there, those physically go there. Physically, they do have nothing we have in but this connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They go there and respond to this call. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chooses the Prophet Ibrahim to make this call. وَأَذِّرْ فِي النَّاسِ بِالْحَجِّ يَأْتُوكَ رِجَالًا وَعَلَى كُلِّ ضَامِرٍ يَأْتِينَ مِنْ كُلِّ فَجٍّ عَمِيقٍ. Allah, all the Prophet Ibrahim made this call for people, the nest. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guaranteed to the Prophet Ibrahim. At that time, there was nobody around, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guaranteed to the Prophet Ibrahim that they would come on foot and all kind of transportation from every deep corner of the world. That's before they discovered North America, South America, Australia, Canada, before they discovered it, Allah guaranteed for every deep corner. And we see this for every deep corner they go to the Hajj. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave the reason. The reason is ليشهدوا منافع ويذكروا اسم الله في أيام معلومات على ما رزقهم من بهيمة. First, ليشهدوا منافع to see or witness benefits for themselves. And then, after we have focused on Allah, we mention benefits. The benefits from all this desert of benefits. There is no fancy malls, there is no beach, no, it's no benefit. Yes, benefit. Because all this material is not helping. Let's see what kind of benefits. The scholars say benefit that you go there and Muslims will get to know each other. They say you go there and you buy and sell, trade. You go there, politicians to meet each other. Yeah, this is benefits. But this benefits today can be done for your fingers, your phone. No, it is always new benefits for human to gain by human decision. Look at when you go there and you have a broken heart. You go there and you have all this love, all this stress, and all this tension. Everybody say, oh, I need a vacation. That's it. Everybody wants to go have a vacation. I can't have it anymore. And they go, they can find the best cruise, all the best beaches in the world, the best places in the world. They go, they get vacations to $1,000, and they come back. This is the best vacation. If Muslims need to look for vacation, this is the best vacation. Because what you need is to unplug all those things that may confuse you. You need to unplug those things that stress you out. And that's the vacation. You go there, where to achieve meditation or for your need to Allah. Make your heart strong. You come back from this vacation, you go, you lost money, so what? If somebody says to you, it's okay. You did a small house, it's fine. You got a bag, it's okay. No stress, see the kind of benefits. Treatment for your heart, for yourself. This is number one. Number one. Now you check your heart. And yes, you find this heart has wrong love. And let's see how it takes some examples of people. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants you to go there to remember those who had a strong heart and see how they were connected with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Family of three. Rahim, Prophet Ibrahim, his wife Hagar, and his son Ismail. You go there, as you do the tawaf, you remember this is the Prophet Ibrahim, peace be upon him, and his wife Hagar. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered him, take your newborn baby and his mother, put them in the middle of the desert and leave. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not order you to do that. He ordered Ibrahim, so I said, oh, Allah says to Ibrahim, oh, that's Allah says to Allah will show you order of Allah and how human should respond to the order of Allah. Rahim took his newborn baby in his mother in the middle of the desert, there is no water on the floor. Like today, there is no Zamzam, there is no water, there is nothing. Wild animals. Then he turned around and he said, Rabbi, إني أسألت بالذرية فؤاد غير زرع عند بيتك المحرم ربنا يقيم الصلاة فاجعل أفئدة من الناس تهوي. He said, oh Allah, I told my family, I referred to them, they say, Allah, you order me. Your eyes are home for my family in this place. Oh Allah, for them to pray to you, some people's heart go toward. They say, you order me and here I am. What you do is hold it. Please, oh, I'm praying here. Allah, now, paradise. Oh, Allah, I'm praying to the God. Give me more rest. Oh, Allah, Allah, over you. It is your desire. Your desire. Yes, the baby, newborn baby, and his mother. Turn it around. Go. His wife, hi. Oh, what are you doing? I'm going home. Is this your idea or does it order? إذا لا يغيرنا not let it lost. We are here in the hands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What do we do? We are negligent. We know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not who's protecting you, who's helping you. Confidence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will find the best. It's not go for a politician, for manager, and for boss. No. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who is there to protect you. And this one taught human how to do the sacrifice. She did not sit down and cry next to her baby. He said, do you hear me better now? Can you hear me better? Better now? Keep it away. Let me take some water too. No. So I'm here, Hajar, strong woman, that she did not sit down next to the baby.
It's okay.
And she say, oh, my husband left me here. Why did he do that? Now he's in a comfortable house and we are here. Oh Allah. No, she did the sa'i. Go between Safa and Marwa. Safa and Marwa. And that's what we do every day. We go from home to work. Home to work. Thinking that Allah is the one who is going to bestow you. It's not what you do. It's not your work. وَرِزْقُكُمْ فِي السَّمَاءِ وَمَا تُوعَدُونَ. This woman taught people, you do your part, you work hard, and they leave it on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Whatever He gave you, be satisfied with it and thank Him for it. Safa and Marwa, even there was a rock blocking the view, she walked fast. They do the same. All the pilgrims, they do the same. Imitation to this strong woman that after 7 times, and here is the rescue. The angel Jibreel came. Bismillah, Allahu Akbar. And here is the water. Come out. Zimmi, Zamzam. That's why they call it Zamzam. So this water has all kind of nutrition. After all this sa'i, and after all this they need, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give them what they need. Strong woman. And after you do this, and you go after you do the tawaf and the sa'i, see how weak your heart is. Very weak. Our heart is very weak. Very weak. Get attracted by anything. I have a iPhone 4. Oh no, now I need 5. 5. Oh, it's 6. 7 coming up. I'm waiting for it. This is materials. They're all the same, believe me or not. And you have a car. Oh, I need a newer car. You have a house. No, I need a bigger house. Just focus on how to satisfy your heart, how to connect with Allah and thank Him for everything He gave you. After you finish this, what are you going to do next? You go to Mina. And for those who's not attending this Hajj, need to have their heart with those who are doing the Hajj to get some treatment as well. You go to Mina, stay in Mina, look around. This is where the Prophet Muhammad والسلام, was around here. The Prophet Muhammad والسلام, gave you this message. How much he suffered in his life to bring this message to you to become Muslim. When he started, all people, rulers of Mecca, they thought, okay, we know, okay. Now, everybody do that for a reason. Now, we give you whatever money you want. We give you a position. Just point at any woman and you marry this woman. They give him, offer him everything, the thing that we'll go after today. He said, that's the message from his uncle. He said, uncle, if they put the sun on my right and the moon on my left, to leave this I won't, unless Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala change it. He refused the money. He refused the position. He refused all this, whatever woman, most beautiful woman he can marry. For what? For the love of Allah, to carry the message. We need to learn from this. Can you feel your heart is very weak? Can you know all this material effect on you? Now, you realize how many sins you committed because of that? Are you tired of this sins? Yes. You see how many sins, how many time you wasted busy with all those materials? It's a lot. Okay, put him in a bag. Carry it in your shoulder. This is your sins. Now, you're going to get rid of this sins soon. Once the Fajr come of the 9th of the Hijjah, you carry this heavy load and you climb the mountain of Arafat. خير يوم طلعت فيه الشمس. The Prophet Muhammad عليه الصلاة والسلام. The best day that the sun that rised on. You take all this heavy load, you dump it on the mountain of Arafat. You raise your hand, Allah forgive me. I came with all the sins. Wipe it out. Right, Hajj? You were there last year. Did you do that? Did you get rid of all your sins, inshallah? Alhamdulillah, Rabbana taqabbal, inshallah. So you dump all those sins that you have and you ask Allah for forgiveness. You look around, everybody wearing 2 sheets, imitation of the day that you're not gonna go back to your money, to your house, to your spouse, to your children, to your materials. This is the day, imitation. One day will come. Yes. Are you ready for this day? Try to be ready for that day. When you dump all your sins in the mountain of Arafat and you ask Allah for forgiveness. Ask for whatever you want. Ask for money. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants you to have the money, but don't fall in love with the money. Money, material. Just for you to use, to put in the masjid, to build the masjid, to help somebody, to raise your family. Allah wants you to be rich because Allah wants you to spend. But don't fall in love with this money. If you lost it, it's okay. That's when you have a strong heart and you have love of Allah more than love of this material. What do you want? You want your husband to be more handsome? Ask Allah. Oh, I want my husband to be nice looking and more hair in his head and no gray hair. Ask him. Ask him for whatever you want. What do you want? Your wife to be more beautiful? Ask Allah, make my wife more beautiful. Ask whatever you want. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wide open to listen to you. Whom else you gonna ask? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala love you when you ask him. It's not like, oh, it's too much, I'm gonna ask. Whom else you gonna ask? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who bestowed on you. You stay there, you do the zikr, you do the dua. You mention Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala all the time. Free in your heart. Take out of your heart all this. Take out all this love. Connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You feel all these people around you, but you feel you are alone with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ask him for whatever you want, and he, inshallah, will grant you this. And after that day, you go down, walk around this area. It is a beautiful scene. It's like you go to a movie now. Beautiful scene from a movie, talking today's language. The story of a man and his son. Man raised his son حتى إذا بلغ معه السعي. Together, playing together, going together, working together. Now they have a little conversation. يا بني إني أرى في المنام أني أذبحك فانظر ماذا ترى. Oh my son, I've seen in my dream that I'm slaughtering you. What do you think? Can you imagine this conversation? Conversation between man and his son. It's not what kind of toy I get for you. Or I see a dream that we have a house. And this dream is an order from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I've seen in my dream that I'm slaughtering you. And he said, Inni ara. Ara means continuation. It's not ra'ait. It's not I saw my dream. It's like coming to and Ismail and the Prophet Ibrahim both of them know this is order from Allah. It's not a dream like our dream. It's not a dream. So he take his opinion. What do you think? What is the response? He is a sharp knife. يا أبتي افعل ما تؤمر ستجدني إن شاء الله من الصابرين. Look at this man. Look at this love. Can you see the love of Allah? Can you feel the love of Allah? Ibrahim loved Allah more than he loved his son. And the son loved Allah more than he loved himself. It's an order from Allah. افعل ما تؤمر ستجدني إن شاء الله من الصابرين. And he is Ismail, lay down, facing up. And here is Ibrahim, prophet, holding a sharp knife. Can you see the scene? Can you feel it? Here the knife, go on the neck of Ibrahim. The knife, no. Go knife, it's an order of Allah. Disobey Allah knife, go hard. He's not imitating, he's not playing or just doing like that. He's doing with sincerity because he loves Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Go, doesn't go. One of the scenes say, Ismail told the Prophet Ibrahim, my dad, because you look at me, it's hard for you. Flip me over. Go from the back. Because you look at my face, you can't do it. It's not how we look. It is a knife. It's the one who got order from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Don't harm my prophets. يا إبراهيم قد صدقت الرؤيا وفديناه بذبح عظيم. Oh Ibrahim, you made it. You did it. And here is the sheep sacrifice with all this, with your son, with all the things that Allah gave you. You go and you do the same thing. You slaughter an animal, sacrifice of everything that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bestowed on you. Did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala order any of us to harm our children? Did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala order you, said, to show me my love, put your son one night to sleep in your backyard? La Allah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala order you things, for things that you can do, and He know that you can do. لا نكلف نفسا إلا وسعها. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala order you to do things, He know that you can do. And before the scene, Ibrahim did not hesitate. But Ibrahim has enemy, as we have this enemy. This enemy of Ibrahim is a shaitan. Shaitan can go, oh, this is a dream, man, you're gonna kill your son. No. Oh, don't do that. Oh. And he take pebbles and threw it on him. Oh, shaitan, no, I'm not gonna listen to you. You know what? Shaitan is your enemy too. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, one of this Hajj, you go collect pebbles, and there's a symbolic shaitan set up for you to go through stones on him. He's the one who had you do this. He's the one who had you not talk to your brother for a long time. He's the one who make you have a hard time with your spouse. This shaitan is the one who make you not to talk to your cousin anymore. Shaitan make you to cheat, to lie. Throw pebbles at him because this is the shaitan. Is the only enemy you have. Shaitan is your enemy. And this enemy cannot battle with you. He can come to you, he see you, you don't see him. And he cannot fight. No, he can't. So what he does is he make animosity between brothers. He said, oh brother, your dad treats you better than me, so I hate you. Shaitan tell him, oh, he love his dad, and remember, Shaitan يعدكم الفقر ويأمركم بالفحشاء. Shaitan, this is your enemy. When you go through pimples on Shaitan, you know it's your enemy. Physically fight with the Shaitan. And after you do this, and then you go slaughter an animal, sacrifice, and you remember this sacrifice for all the things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave you. Now, how you feel? Now, how is your heart? Now, how you act now? Feel better? Your heart getting strong? Yes. You go, you look, shave, or cut your hair. That way you remember. The shaitan, you did all this together, you have a new look, new heart, new you. That you can, when you go back, remember your shaitan, your enemy. Remember that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bestowed on you, give you all these tools to worship him, to love him. You look at each other, say subhanallah, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, thank you. When you see money, oh alhamdulillah, and you spend it properly. When the house, no matter how the house look like, you feel love with Allah that he gave you this and use this tool to practice dhikr for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now go down to do the tawaf again with Ibrahim. Now how you feel? How is your heart? Your heart getting strong. You feel good. You thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for what he bestowed on you. And then before you end, there's other time that you can go through pebbles on Satan. Yes, for 2 more days. Yes. So remember, oh, I remember, Satan did this to me, did that to me. Go back, throw pebbles on him. That's for sure you know this is your enemy. And this is the Hajj. Go drink from Zamzam. This water, Zamzam lima shuribat lah. With the niyyah to make, if you have any issue, medical issue, drink Zamzam and ask Allah to take it. If you have any physical, mental, social issues, ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Fill your water or fill your heart with Zamzam. Drink, shower with Zamzam. It's barakah from this water. You did the same thing, right? Alhamdulillah. Because I remember last year. Yes. And this is the whole thing. We cannot separate the system. And now we're going to go back to this material with a strong heart. You find yourself, it's okay. I don't have to work as much. I don't have to worry as much. I don't have to stress myself. One day will come, all this, I'm going to leave it. So you will leave these things. And you know what? Sometimes these things leave you before you leave them. People have money and then stock market down, lost all the money. Heart attack, die. Why? Why we connect our heart with wrong things in our life? Our heart, if you look at the heart, is a very sophisticated thing. The heart supplies blood to your body, but it's very delicate, very delicate. And every year you have to go check on your heart. You have to do this test every year. Some people do it every 6 months. You have to keep your eyes on the heart because of the situation around. And when you have a strong heart, when you have well connected with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you still need to check and you see you're proud of yourself, you feel good. This is the system of the Creator. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala order you things, do's and don'ts, you have the strong heart, you can do it. So with Ramadan, work on your nafs, and Hajj, work on your heart inside. This is maintenance. In our life, when you go buy a car, you say, oh, at this mileage, you come back to do the maintenance. And this mileage, you come back, do this 10 maintenance. And you go to the maintenance, the service, fancy place. Sit down, have coffee, and here's the internet, and here's cookies, whatever. To do the service for material car. How about human? There is no place to do maintenance for human. Human did not make any places to maintain human. The only thing that they do, the human system, is when you collapse, when you cannot function anymore, when you have a major problem, it will go to psychology. He's gonna help you. Oh, have you seen a psychology? Have you seen? Oh, yeah, I have to go see. Oh, okay. I feel this, I feel that. What do? They don't give you medicine. They only have a couch. Oh, lay down on the couch. What do you do in this couch? Oh, get it out of your body. So it's like it's a system. This is human. Things happen in our life is accumulated in our body. Keep accumulating to our body. Effect on your nafs. Effect on your heart. And effect on everything in your life, in your elements of your body. You need to get it out. It's an Islamic system. Part of the Islamic system, you wake up before Fajr. And you do the tahajjud. And you raise your hand. And you ask Allah. Or maybe lay down and talk to Allah. Oh Allah, I cheated on this person. Forgive me. Oh Allah, I lied. Forgive me. Oh Allah, show me the right way. And He will show you. Oh Allah, make me a better person. And He will. Oh Allah, clean my heart. And He will. It's a system. What psychologists do to people? Just get out of your body. That's what it is. System of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave you the system for you to live a high quality life. Maybe some of us will look at people and say, oh, he live a lousy life. Oh, he doesn't have good car, he doesn't have, he's a poor man. It's not how rich or poor you are. It's how you enjoy your life. You see a person drive a raggedy car, and he's very happy, smile. Very good. Feel good about himself, about the car. And the car will run better. You see somebody else has fancy cars. Oh my gosh, I need a better one. He's looking for the standard. Forget about the standard. And upgrading the standard. Enjoy what you have. So many people, rich people, they live in a castle, big houses. They don't enjoy it. Look at watch some movies. Look at movie. The life of those people who live a fancy life, their life is miserable. They go look for pleasure. They cannot find it. They go drink, look for pleasure to forget their problems. They have all the standard, but they don't enjoy it. When you secure in your heart, when you have a strong heart, you will enjoy your life. You will enjoy everything in your life. Quality, lifestyle. That's what Islam all about. We need to change our way we look at Islam. Islam is just, okay, you pray 5 times a day, you pay your zakat, you go to Hajj, you fast the month of Ramadan, you're good, Muslim. No, this is foundation of Islam. This is the 5 pillars of Islam. But what's Islam? Islam is system. We have to understand this when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, كنتم خير أمة أخرجت للناس تأمرون بالمعروف وتنهون عن المنكر. Let's understand this ayah. This is not a compliment. Maybe it's a compliment. This is a responsibility ayah. Kuntum, your best community was produced or is produced. أخرجت. أخرجت means graduated to people. للناس, trained. أخرجت. It's not because you pray 5 times a day and all this, you became the best community. Best community when you are a community. You join what's right and you forbid what's wrong. We cannot do that unless we understand our system, our deen. When we understand this the purpose of Ramadan and how it's affected on ourselves inside, and when the Hajj come and we see how it affect on inside, and when the immigration of the Prophet Muhammad والسلام, we live the moment how the Prophet put the community together, and how in Isra wal Mi'raj and the Prophet Muhammad والسلام, see لِنُرِيَهُ مِنْ آيَاتِنَا. We learn all this, work on the inside, will be reflected on the outside. We will feel good about it. We will live happily. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala order you. See, you want to test yourself if we know the system or no. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, ادفع بالتي هي أحسن. فإذا الذي بينك وبينه عداوة كأنه ولي حميم. This is a test for Muslims. Respond to those who treat you bad, to respond in the best. ادفع بالتي أحسن. To the extent you treat your worst enemy as if they are your best friend. Can you do that? If somebody cuss at you, what are you gonna say? Revenge? Go back? No. Because you're khayra ummah, ukhrijat. If somebody treats you bad, you need to teach him how you should treat the other people. You should teach him, you treat them better. If somebody come and take something from you, take the chance and take something from you. I say, oh, okay, no problem. And then you come back and you give them more things. Oh, you take this, take this. What do you think that these people will feel? What do you think these people will think of you? You're not weak, you're strong. If somebody come and say bad things, okay, no problem. Somebody come and cuss at you, don't cuss back. It's all this is credit to you from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You have love of Allah. Forget about all those materials. Forget about your dignity. Of course, dignity. But our ego will go and say, oh, no, you tell me this, I'll do the same. خير أمة أخرجت للناس. We need to understand this. So if we come to this point to treat people, treat us bad, we treat them good, you are from خير أمة أخرجت للناس. The Quran clearly talks to you, teach you. So, because the Quran, and I always say that, when you become mu'min, you practice iman in your heart, you are mu'min. We are, alhamdulillah, mu'min. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala starts to talk to you when you're mu'min. Ya ayyuha alladhina amanu. So you're mu'min. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking to you directly. Yeah, oh you who believe. Oh you who believe, Ya ayyuha alladhina amanu. And then what? Right away, Allah's talking to you. Then you listen. Oh, Allah's going to tell you something. He's talking to you, He loves you. You love Allah and He loves you. Allah. اجتنبوا كثيرا من الظن إن بعض الظن إثم ولا تجسسوا ولا يغتب بعضكم بعضا أيحب أحدكم أن يأكل لحم أخيه ميتا فكرهتموه. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, pay attention. Yes, Ya Allah. اجتنبوا كثيرا من, don't think bad about your brother. كثيرا من إن بعض الظن ولا تجسسوا, don't spy. ولا يغتب بعضكم بعضا, don't talk bad about others. See, instruction. If you are mu'min and you follow iman and you listen to what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asks you to do and your heart is strong and your nafs are just on a taqwa, you will be able to avoid all this. Don't, so you don't. You'll be able to practice and perform all this response from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Come, Ya ayyuha alladhina amanu. كونوا قوامين بالقسط شهداء لله ولو على أنفسكم والوالدين والأقربين إن يكن غنيا أو فقيرا فالله أولى بهما. It's an instruction of how you become Just you practice just and fair. Adl. If your nafs adjusting on taqwa, your heart, love Allah, you will be able to practice this adl. It is 88 times Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala calling you and instruct you. Whenever you are in a prayer or you listen to the Quran, when it comes to Ya ayyuha alladhina amanu, listen very close. If you're chewing gum, stop. If you open the phone, hold on, listen. What Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling me. He's going to tell you. إذا تداينتم بدين إلى أجل مسمى فاكتبوه وليكتب بينكم كاتب بالعدل. Instruction. If you borrow money from your brother, how to handle this. This is at the end? At the end. Announcement. So this is, when you listen to Ya ayyuha alladhina amanu, pay attention. It's like you're traveling and you are at the airport waiting for your flight. If this announcement, pay attention, please, and then you go, stop, and you listen. That's how we should treat Ya ayyuha alladhina amanu. Ya ayyuha alladhina, stop. What Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling me. Because sometimes you go somewhere in some area, or you go pray after an imam, he's gonna, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala means, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who manages the universe. You listen to ayat, and maybe something wrong you made, and then the imam will recite. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make the imam to tell you, Ya ayyuha alladhina amanu, la yaskhar qawmun min qawmin, عسى أن يكونوا خيرا منهم ولا نساء من نساء عسى أن يكن خيرا منهن ولا تجسسوا ولا تنابزوا بالألقاب بئس الاسم الفسوق بعد الإيمان. Instruction. Maybe you're out there and you make fun of other group. Oh, this community, they're doing this, they're stingy or whatever. Maybe you did this and you go, hey, pay attention to the ayat, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will let you hear those ayats that don't make fun of others. وَلَا يَغْتَبْ بَعْضُكُمْ بَعْضًا وَلَا تَنَابَزُوا بِالْأَلْقَابِ. Maybe you have a friend, you give him a name. You call him a name. Don't do that. See, instruction. Very detailed instruction from Allah. It's the system of Allah. The best system, or the only system humans should follow. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran said, in the Quran, Hudan linnas, guidance to people. What else you need? And now, when you look at today, with all this great system, the system of the Creator who know you more than you know yourself, you see some people talk bad about Muslims. Why do they do that? We have the best system. We Muslims, we have the best system. What they're saying is not what's in the Muslims. Yes, because we don't know our deen. We just know how to pray and read the shahud and read some ayat, and that's it. It's not the Islam. Islam is more than that. Islam is deen, is system. System that we need to understand good. When politicians talk bad about Muslims, you see other politicians talk highly about Muslims. Because this deen is protected by Allah, not you or me, or no. It's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who protects the deen. We need to understand our deen. And youth, I see some youth here, it's your responsibility, your job to understand your deen and market it on your social media. I'm giving you this responsibility. How are you going to handle it? Are we on time? 3 more minutes. Anybody has a question in the 3 minutes, or shall I continue? I'm not a politician, I'm not talking politics, but the only thing we need to do is to help to be good Muslim, to understand our deen as a system. What happened to our community, Muslim community, because we don't understand Islam as a system. If you understand Islam as a system and you market yourself, you know it, you practice it, you market it, you teach it to your children, everybody, and you put it in your social media. This is your image on your social media. People, when a politician comes in, Muslim or bad, said, no, you are bad. That's we need to understand our deen. Shall you do this or not?
Assalamu alaikum. Inshallah, from today we will try to encourage our youth to come outside to talk about it for a few minutes to see if they research their ability. So this is an opportunity for them to become a future leader for our community. So inshallah, right.
Start today or
yes, it started today. So brother Mohammed Hijaz is going to bring some youth here. Okay, they are over there at tent. Okay, thank you. So you might continue. Yeah, they're going to come. So meanwhile, you can continue with the question and answer.
Okay. Maybe ask the youth when they come. That's all we need. We need our youth to stand up. Because when you look at most of us here, we came from different countries. And we learn Islam. The way we learn it there is different than our image. And we came here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent us. I came all for better opportunity. You came for education. You came for freedom. Everybody has an idea, has a target to do. But you know what? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has one thing made us do this is to do the da'wah. United States of America, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala given opportunity to everybody. And you want to give opportunity to you to do the da'wah, to those non-Muslims. They want to see you, they know you, they want to imitate you, they want to know the system. And then they become Muslim. And that's why we see lots of people, they became Muslim because you talk to them, they see you. They said Muslims are bad. And you see, you pray, you teach people, you help them. That's what, and then they want to be like you. They tell you, oh, how can I become Muslim? This most growing religion is Islam. And we know that because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants this. It's not you or me. So maybe now we change our target. Say, oh Allah, I came with niyyah to make money. No, I'm here to do the da'wah. Ask Allah, I'll change my mind. Oh Allah, from now on, I'm down. And that's what we need. It's Islam. And we should be proud that we are Muslim. And here when the youth come, the elder has to step down. You ready? Who's it? Okay. So give the microphone. Thank you very much. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. What we're going to do is something new, inshallah. After family night, we're going to bring one of the youth up here and he's going to give us a talk. It's going to be either about deen or a moral of a story. Not always deen, but what we're doing here, what we're trying to do is encourage our youth to stand up and speak and learn public speaking. And as the adults, some of us want to, just a session for the adults, but we also want to build up our youth. And inshallah, you can build your own children. So when you see them, they're going to make mistakes, but the thing is we have to motivate them. It's normal to make mistakes when you're young. All these students are either in 10th grade or less. So to get up here and speak is going to be tough. They're going to make mistakes, but what we're going to do is push them, inshallah. And we're going to take this step, inshallah, after every family night. And if you have any family members or youth that you guys want to bring to the masjid, they're more than welcome as well. And inshallah, today we have Mu'az, who's going to give us the topic, or he's going to give us.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Okay, so for tonight's halaqah, I will be having a short story first, and then I'll be talking about parents. Okay, so this short story really dignifies Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's importance to this world. Well, in this short story, during Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, there was a weary traveler, and this traveler was a non-believer. He was an idol worshiper, and he didn't believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at all. He didn't even know who he was. So the weary traveler comes to a desolated town where there is no one inhabits the town, and The only thing that remains from the town is the buildings, the ruins. And it seems like no one lives there at all. So the man finds a tree, the only tree that stands in the village, and he takes a nap under the tree. And on one side, on the left, he gets a plate of food. And on the other side, he ties his camel to the side of the tree. So he takes a nap. And Allah SWT apparently speeds time up. So then when he wakes up, he finds a shadow casted over the sun. And he wakes up to find that it's a man, an elderly man. And he wakes up to say, "Who are you? Where have you come from?" And the man says, "I've come from this village. I live here." And he said, and the man asks, "Do you know how long I slept?" And then the elderly man says, "You slept for 100 years." And the man said, "How is this even possible? How could I have stayed so young? How could I have taken a nap for 100 years? The elderly man said, "Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sped up time." And he said, "How is that possible? Who is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala?" And the man says, "Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the all-powerful, the most overbearing, the most almighty." And the man says, "Well, I worship idols, and I think that's better." Well, and then he said, "But look, you are protected under this tree. On your left side, the plate of food that you left 100 years ago is still fresh. But on your right side, your camel is disintegrated. The only thing that remains is its bones. But if I pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala right now, your camel will be resurrected from the dead, back to life." And the man got on his knees and he prayed to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Soon, piece by piece, meat by meat, the camel was brought back to life. The man was astonished, like, "How did this happen? How could this have happened? This is no trickery. I can't believe this." The elderly man says, "This is the use of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you believe and pray in Him, you will always be successful." The moral here basically says is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the most powerful being on earth, and that He is the one who can protect us from anything at all, even from shaitan. Okay, so my topic tonight will be about our parents. Now, our parents, there are only two of them. Our father, the one who works, who makes a living for us, who gets money and helps us buy food and clothes and shops for us. Our mother, she bears time for us. She helps feed us when we were a baby. She gave birth to us. She did everything for us. Both of these people help us become the person we are today. They are the one who raised us. We should never be disrespectful to them. They're the one who always did everything for us. In the Quran, there are many surahs that explain the importance the importance of parents. Of course, in the Quran, it is mentioned that you should love equally both of your parents. But a mother has 3 times more importance than the father. For the mother is the one who gave birth to you, who had to suffer all the pain, all the endeavoring. She had to feed you and she had to spend restless nights to buy you toys and all that stuff. Your father is the one who got the money, who works hard enough but works long, hard shifts. Yet the mother is the one who works hard 3 times. And it says in the Quran that Jannah lies under the feet of your mother, and that you should always be respectful to her. Whenever she calls you, you should never say, "What?" You should always say, "Yes." You should never be disrespectful to them, for they are your passage to Jannah, if you be kind to them. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala comes first before your parents. If your parents ever be disrespectful to you, you should always put Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala first and pray that they'll become nicer. And that if your parents ever tell you to do a bad deed, you should always put Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala first and don't listen to them. Thank you. That's it.
Takbir. I can't hear you guys. Takbir. Allahu Akbar. Thank you, Mu'azz, for that. Just to build up on Mu'azz's topic, he said about the parents. Hassan al-Banna, when his child passed away, he didn't cry. But when his mother passed away, he couldn't stop crying. So they asked him, why is this? Why didn't you cry for your son, but you're crying for your mother? He said, because one of the doors of Jannah is closed for me, and now I only have one more that's open. My son has no door for me into Jannah. So always remember that your parents come first, before anybody else. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then the parents. He doesn't say, وَوَصَّيْنَا الْإِبْنِ in the Quran. He says, وَوَصَّيْنَا الْإِنسَانَ بِوَالِدَيْهِ. He gave every single person a wasiyah, because the parents, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He doesn't need to tell them, take care of your child. You do it out of your instinct, it's natural. But for us, we tend to stay away from that. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has to remind us, be there for your parents at all times. Jazakallah khairan from Az. If you see him, thank him for his talk. Encourage all the youth. Thank you guys for all being here. Jazakallah khairan. Thank you for the adults for being here. And inshallah, we'll see you guys next week. Jazakallah khairan. Inshallah, Salah is at 9:15. After Salah, we're going to have the food. So if you don't have wudu or if you need to make your wudu again, please. Yes, and if anyone has questions for Brother Mohammed Attia, no, Sheikh. Please raise your hand and inshallah, he'll try to answer those questions. Even the youth, if you guys have any questions, some of you came and asked me questions, ask the doctor over here. He knows the most. So please. If you guys have any questions about anything, just ask me.
We did our part. Now it's your turn. And I think also we want to also talk about Islam. What do you want to Okay. Yeah, we need to focus on the youth. You are our future. You know that? And we need your help. Like everybody, if you have an interest in anything, like what do you like in your life? What do you want to be when you grow up? A doctor? Engineer? If you're a doctor, you need to learn something and teach it to us. Tell us how the digestion system and all this. We need you to know, to be a profession and to accompany it with Islam. You know the Quran contains everything. The Quran says, "Ma farratna fil kitab min shay." So everything is in the Quran. If you're interested in an astronaut, you will see the Quran will help you. So I think my idea, and I love this. I love youth, and I want to be with you guys, and I'll be his assistant. Okay, he's gonna teach you, and I'm going to be his assistant. We need everybody. Think of this. By next week, think of what you want to be. Write it down. Do some research. You want to be a doctor? Next time we need to talk about the digestion system. Come stand here and teach us. We need to learn. Want to be you like this outer space and planet? Learn and come and teach us. This is how we learn from each other. Like nowadays, it's different than long time ago. Long time ago, there is an imam, sheikh, you know everything, and go teach people. And you say, oh, we thank you. No, today is different. Knowledge is in your fingertip. Like I can make you come from Canada. If there's topic that I don't know about and you don't know about, if I tell you to go and do a research and come with the information, and me, you will do better than me. You know that? Because you're good on the internet and all this, right? You can go to Google and this. So nowadays, it's not I feed you with knowledge. No, I want you to help me find information. And it is Muhammad, I remember you. Muhammad? What's his name? Muhammad, right? Your kids, barakallah feeku. I remember, it's good. We want you to come and learn something and come and teach us. How is that? You feel comfortable? Who feel comfortable to come and stand here and talk? Raise your hand. Who feel comfortable doing that? Are you? Oh my gosh. Nobody? You. You feel comfortable coming and talk? We're not going to talk now, but in the future. Prepare yourself. I want everybody to be ready to see something. You don't have to see it from the Quran or from anything in your life. Something that interests you. Study it. Oh, I have an idea. I'm going to talk about how the movement of the sun and the moon and the planet. Do you know? You know how many planets are there? You know the names? You studied in school, right? And this movement, and you know what? It's in the Quran, can help you. That's how we need to learn from each other. That's how to do a research and tell us. Can we do that? Inshallah. After the speaker, who's gonna pick? Who? You? Okay, our leader here. Mohammed Hijazi, Mohammed Hijazi. Barakallah fi. Yeah, and maybe the topic could be anything. We need to kind of talk, then we accompany this with Islam. So every week, I want everybody to prepare themselves. Think of something from now till next week. Something interests you, you like to say, collect the information, and of course, Muhammad is going to help you. And I'm applying with Muhammad Hijaz to be his assistant. If he accepts, so maybe I'll be more in connection with you. And maybe do like Facebook group, learn from each other, and let other messages learn. That's what we need to do. Yes. Our future. You know that? You're our future. In 50 years from now, most of us are not gonna be here. You're gonna be here. Everyone's gonna manage just messages and all this. Are you paying attention to what I'm saying or no? Do you like this idea or no? Yes? Promise you're gonna do your best to learn and come and talk. Let me tell you. First time I'm talking to somebody, my leg was like shaking. My body's like, I talk for like 5 minutes and that's it. And this is normal. Once you did 1, 2, 3, that's it. You will be like Donald Trump. No. You will be like best speaker in the world. All right? And that's what you need to do. You'll be very successful in your business if you're a doctor, engineer, or anything. Even a cook. You'll be good if you know how to explain yourself. You will take management position. You make more money. So give this opportunity not for all learning from you, even for your own wealth. All right? We are in the Hajj Musim now, the Hajj, the pilgrimage, right? Do you understand the pilgrimage? You know what good? Maybe one of you to study it. Go YouTube and see how people talk about this and the procedure and how you can benefit and teach us. Because whatever I say, it's an old. Everybody's saying, we say it, we repeat it. But it's something new, fresh from you. So learn about the Hajj, inshallah, next week. Maybe you didn't give me the approval yet to be your assistant, but I will force myself. Okay, it's time. It's time to do the adhan. Who will do the adhan?
Thank you, brother. Appreciate your knowledge.
No, you have to bring out.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله